Chapter 55 to 56. Match 3. Ranga vs Dagura. Welcome back everyone to Tempest Martial Tournament. Our first match of the evening is between only four-legged monster in the tournament, Rimuru Sama's personal pet, Tempest Wolf clan leader, Ranga. And his opponent is giant from Barren Lands, winner of 2 preliminary match Dagura. Quote, Ranga came to the stage wagging his tail with excitement. Dagura also went forth to the arena with huge applaud from the spectators. He has become quite popular due to his performance during preliminary rounds. Among the crowd, 2 beings were specially loud cheering for him. He wagged his hands. Begins. Thus, the fight between 2 monsters began. In terms of magicals, Dagura even surpassed the unawakened Clayman. But his control over it is rather poor. 3 giant brothers were beaten helplessly by Xian alone. Even though, EP-wise there was not much difference among them. This fight was also no different. He started spamming energy attacks at Ranga without proper planning. Such half-assed attacks were too easy for someone like Ranga to evade. What is this? I was cautious of him because he possessed such large pool of magicals, but he is just randomly attacking me. Is he trying to defeat me with such attacks? Or he is trying to make me let my guards down? Ranga struggled to guess Dagura's thoughts. Dagura continued bombarding the arena with the attacks which Ranga easily dodged with his speed 5 times faster than speed of sound. This dog is fast. My attacks are not working against him. I will give you credit for that, as expected of Demon Lord Rimuru Sama's pet. Quote, Ranga sighed at his comment. This guy is an idiot, no doubt about it. He is seriously trying to harm me with these attacks. Ranga continued evading projectiles. He has never fought such an easy battle. Grigori of 3 martial sages who he beat to the pulp was better fighter. He laughed at himself for being so cautious of this opponent. Dagura started running low on energy after 20 minutes of continuous attacking. It's time for me to launch my final attack. Get ready, you dog. You have done well till now, but it ends here. Big sis, are you watching? He started concentrating energy from his surroundings and merged it together with his own Yuki. Take this, Forest Buster, Wrath of Mother Nature. Concentrated energy discharged at Ranga with frightening speed. This attack is capable of damaging the magical circuit of its target, bypassing any barriers. This is Dagura's final and only move he knows until now. Ranga, seeing the danger, quickly countered the attack by his own attack. Wave Motion Blast. Ranga released an enormous and destructive discharge of lightning and simultaneously combines it with his wind manipulation skill to concentrate the discharge at a single point. Both attacks collided with a thunderous roar, creating a massive explosion. Ranga flown into the sky to escape from the impact while Dagura barely managed to cancel out the remaining shockwave. What is this monster? I am completely exhausted now. I need something to eat. He breathes heavily. Ranga launched his finishing move, seeing Dagura completely exhausted. He directed large amount of magical energy into his horns and roared, creating a maelstrom from combining wind manipulation and black lighting to form pillars of lightning. He focused all the destructive energies from the storm into a single enhanced black lighting bolt and directs it at Dagura. Death Storm. Lighting bolt hit Dagura before he could react and scorched him from inside. He crumbles to the ground unconscious. Match is over. Ranga emerged as the winner. People were stunned. Dagura, who dominated the preliminary round, was utterly defeated by Ranga. They still give a loud applaud to the winner. After finishing the match, Ranga returned to my shadows for the time being. Match 4. Gobta vs Gabumon. An amazing victory for Ranga-san. He lived up to the expectation, as a candidate nominated by Rimuru Sama himself. From one top subordinate to other. Please welcome, Gobta, captain of Goblin Riders and one of 3 Tempest Generals, and his opponent, longtime rival Gabumon. In past, Gobta has emerged victorious by winning the position of vice captain of Goblin Riders, but now Gabumon has opportunity to show everyone who is better fighter between them. Gobta and Gabumon went forth to the stage. They wore serious expression on their face, completely focused on the match. Gobta is equipped with Kodachi, enchanted short sword revived by Kurobe, while Gabumon is wielding a katana given by Rimuru. Katana has reached almost legendary grade, having been exposed to Rimuru's aura. Gobta summoned a Starwolf A rank and unified with him. He transformed into a very powerful Majin with upper half as a goblin and lower half similar to a Starwolf. Initially, he was an A rank warrior, but after transformation he became A+ rank 80k. Today, I won't go easy on you, Gobta. Get ready, I will prove everyone that I am better than you. Gabumon declared firmly. Same, I won't back down either. Begin. After receiving the signal, both of them strike at each other without wasting any time. Gobuman's strike were more powerful and even a single blow could prove fatal. Gobta focused on evading the attacks. His intuition when it comes to danger is very sharp, and due to unification his movements are also very fast. The sound of fierce clashes between the weapons filled the arena. Their swords were locked in an endless fury. Even after Gobta has transformed, Gobuman still have upper hand. He bombarded Gobta with barrage of slashes. After being equipped with katana, he has become as strong as a special rank warrior. Even after these blows, Gobta didn't flinch much. What's with him? He is taking my attacks head on. In past, he usually tried to escape as much as possible, but now, is he grown that much from those battle experiences? Gobta take those blows with a smile on his face. Even before much power Gobuman, he didn't show any sign of fear. Spectators watch in awe as two rivals give their everything in order to achieve victory. All the matches up to this were interesting in their own way. But this duel stand out because of the chemistry between Gobta and Gobuman. Even though this match was not as flashy as others. Among crowd, two individuals were observing the match quite closely. These two are Hikuro and his daughter Momiji, who are enjoying the festival together. Hikuro was completely fixed on the match between two of his disciples. Your disciples are really skilled, Dad. Their strength rival or even surpass superior Mahjins. Momiji praised them. Even for someone stronger as Momiji, she had to acknowledge their performance. What happened, Dad? Hikuro was fully invested in the match. He didn't heard Momiji's voice. Dad, she snapped him back to reality. Huh, what happened? Is everything alright? She asked concerned. Yeah, I am okay. I was just mesmerized by their performance. There is nothing wrong. Hikuro hesitantly denied. But inside, Hikuro was not okay. There is something wrong with Gobta. Even though they are rival, it's still strange for Gobta to act so aggressively. He is taking Gobuman's strike with a smile which is powerful enough to defeat him in single blow. Not to mention, that wicked attitude. He thought, this is first time Gobta's fighting with someone after coming back from Urizania. Due to being severely injured, he didn't meet much people and Hikuro didn't get an opportunity to train him either. Even though he has some traits similar to before, this wickedness in his behavior is not normal. Hikuro was quick to realize, as he is familiar with all of his students' traits. He decided to discuss this with someone who may be able to clear his doubts. Momiji, I have something to discuss with Rimuru-sama. I excuse myself for some time. Quote, wait Dad, I am also coming with you. Match is almost over, beside I didn't get to meet Benimaru-sama today. She says while blushing and followed Hikuro to VIP area. Match reached its climax. Gobuman has used all his attacks to put Gobta on back foot, but Gobta countered it all without flinching. He should have advantage, but Gobta fought him on equal footing. Why can't I defeat you, Gobta? There is only one thing to do now. Get ready Gobta, now I will show you my final technique. This match ends here. Quote, striking tide, turbulent. Gobuman swings and bends his blade in a winding motion along with his body in a flowing pattern and releases multitude of consecutive strikes and slashes along with pinpoint accuracy at Gobta. Gobta has nowhere to escape the attack, but he didn't flinched. Still a smile on his face, he responded with his own attack. Flowing water slash. Gobuman's blows are received by Gobta's Kodachi and parries his attacks using his force against him and slashes him with a strike that flows like water down a stream. Gobta's Kodachi broke immediately after the collision. Gobuman fell on the ground. I lost. Winner, Gobta, captain of Goblin Riders. Crowd gave him huge applaud. His final technique was so fast that most people couldn't perceive it. Match 5. Kenya Masaki vs Venom. Last match on the day will be among preliminary round winner, Rimuru-sama's student Kenya Masaki and his opponent, Lieutenant in black numbers, Venom. Quote, both of them entered and waited for signal to start the match. Kenya, after being trained by Shizu, has become A+ rank warrior. He is equipped with an unique grade spirit armament. His armor is similar to Holy Knight Captain's and allows user to easily draw out full power of their contracted spirits. All 5 kids are given these equipments. Kenya unsheathed his sword made of mithril metal and coated it with magic, infused aura. It started radiating yellowish light. Are you both ready? They nodded and this match finally started. Kenya was first one to make a move as he slashed at Venom. Venom blocked it with a sword he created using material creation. Kenya continuously attacked Venom without giving him much room. You are pretty good, kid. Venom is countering Kenya's attacks with his own strikes. Don't look down on me. Kenya attacked viciously. I am not underestimating you. I am enjoying this duel. Quote, no, it's not true. I know Demon's main weapon is magic, yet you didn't use it at all. Oh, you know. Well, if you want me to take you seriously, show me what you got, kid. Venom ignited him and flew in the sky. He remembered Diablo's warning as he goes up in the sky. Venom, you knows that your opponent will be Kenya, right? Quote, yes, Diablo-sama. Don't worry, I will win that match quickly. Quote, I don't care you win the match or not. But don't dare to harm Kenya. Rimuru-sama have ordered me to save him from any danger. If you harm him even a little, I will give you 100x more pain than him. Quote, then how am I supposed to win the match? I don't know. You can do whatever you want, but don't dare to harm him. Venom shivered, remembering the Diablo's glare. Kenya launches multiple aura slash as a projectile, but it didn't reach Venom. What happened? Your attack didn't seem to be reaching me. Venom mocked Kenya. I can't reach him. This way I will never make him fight me seriously. What should I do? Kenya tried to come up with something to decrease the distance between them. Yes, I can do that. Shisho has taught me. Air flight, a mystic art that allows user to freely stand and fly through sky. Conjunction with less than instant move greater than, he quickly reduces the distance between himself and Venom and strike at him. Oh, that was close. I didn't think you could reach here so fast. While continuously attacking Venom, Kenya dropped few shuriken blades on the stage. He was given these shuriken by Kurobe. Floor light. A wide magic circle appeared connecting 4 shurikens, and in an instant a huge pillar of lights connected to the top. Venom quickly moved aside to do it, but this happened so fast that his left hand was caught off by the light and evaporated. All 4 shurikens have fragments of light spirit, and when Venom was just above it, greater light spirit activated a cage-type light magic. Anything which came in contact with it are reduced to assess. Magicals around the surrounding areas are disturbed by the previous attack. Using this opportunity, Kenya sneaks at Venom with less than haze greater than by concealing his presence and form. While Venom was in disarray, Kenya deal his next move. Purple lighting thrust. With lightning quick speed, he thrusted his sword in Venom's chest as a current of lightning ran throughout his body. Kenya went back to the stage, followed by Venom half injured as his clothes were burnt. Look like I don't have to hold back anymore. You did a great job, Kenya. Now I will show you my serious self. With busting sound, Yuki from Venom's body started emitting. After being named by Rimuru, he has evolved into an archdemon, breaking his limiter. Take this, Darkness of Abyss. This is a powerful technique, a dark magic which summons negative energy from hell and releases it in form of a multi-head dragon. It reduces its target into nothingness. I will not back down. Lamp of Gamma Valorum. Kenya surrounds himself with light and then releases the concentrated light of the light spirit. Both of their technique collided and created a massive blast. This blast was strong enough to engulf them both in it. Diablo rescued Kenya in time and Venom barely escaped it, severely injured. Winner, Venom. Due to the impact from the blast, Kenya fell unconscious. Even after being injured, Venom was last person standing. Due to the explosion, spectators were frightened at first but cheered loudly after the match finished, but not for the winner, instead for Kenya. They were moved by his bravery for fighting such a powerful demon. In fact, the cheers for Kenya was loudest among other participants, and in single day, he became talk of the town. What a match! Even though he lost, young Kenya has impressed everyone present in the arena. He is a talent to look out for in future. This is it from day 1. Further matches will take place tomorrow. With this, day 1 of Tempest Festival came to its end. Hikuro went to VIP chamber and called out Rimuru. Rimuru-sama, please excuse my intrusion. I have something important to talk with you. Hikuro said in serious tone. Okay, I am coming. Rimuru followed him outside without questioning. Hanju Masayuki is a chosen hero. Although Masayuki had never once proclaimed himself a hero, for some odd reason, people he encountered just started referring to him as such. It hasn't even been a year since he first appeared in this world, just out of the blue, yet the name Masayuki was now renowned throughout the Western nations. He's become a celebrity known to all. Masayuki was on his way home from school with several friends, when suddenly, he laid eyes on an unbelievable sight, a Nordic maiden with lustrous blue hair and skin fairer than that of any model or celebrity. Even from afar, the vibrant hues of her hair still managed to catch his eye. Masayuki had never once laid his eyes on such a beauty, one who could make everyone she passed by do a double take. Masayuki called out to his friends with the frankness of any male high schooler. But there was no response. Masayuki thought to himself as he turned around. only to find himself in front of the scenery of an unfamiliar street. His mind couldn't help but go blank as he froze at the spot. After walking for a few minutes, Masayuki successfully made his way to the town's banquet hall. He had no other reason to come here other than the enticement of food. Mustering his resolve, Masayuki made to push open the door. Before he could do that, however, the door was suddenly pushed open from the inside. Masayuki's ears were assaulted by the din of numerous chattering voices from the inside of the store. Quote? Startled, he took a step back. He felt a soft sensation in his chest. The person coming out was a cute, petite lady, but her expression was a bit timid. Don't tell me I've got caught up in some trouble. No way, Masayuki thought. But his prediction unfortunately came true. The woman in front of him blurted out a bunch of words that sounded like complete gibberish to him. However, despite his complete ignorance, Masayuki flashed a warm, caring smile and nodded in response. Upon seeing Masayuki's expression, the woman quickly regained her composure. Her cheeks were flushed bright red as she stared at Masayuki. A fierce-looking man barreled his way out. His target, the woman asking for Masayuki's help. If I slip up, I might just be a goner. The man's face was dyed a crimson red as if he were drunk. He was also armed, a long sword strapped about his waist. Masayuki had no hope of winning in a fair fight in the first place, to say nothing of his chances with a weapon's disadvantage. Even if he somehow managed to avoid screwing up, there was still a high probability that his opponent would end up killing him regardless. Masayuki wanted to run away, but the woman clung onto his chest tightly. His smile was frozen on his face, and he couldn't quite keep his feet from shaking. Masayuki wanted to praise himself for not pissing his pants on the spot. However, it was at this point that an inconceivable voice rang in his ears. Courageous act of heroism has been conducted. Unique skill, chosen one, acquired. Would you like to activate it? Yes, no. I guess. Confirmed. Under the effects of chosen one, language mastery, successful. Subsequently, heroic spirit, and heroic coercion, have been activated. Some strange words began to echo in Masayuki's mind. Oi, whatcha doin' buddy? Ain't tryin' to get in my way, are ya? He could suddenly understand what the large man was saying thanks to the effects of the unique skill, chosen one, that had just awakened within him. However, that was no cause for celebration. What was more important was figuring out a way to get out of the pickle he found himself in. One wrong move and it might be game over. That's right, this person here promised he'd save me. Ho, veins popped on the large man's temple. He bulged out his muscles, exuding an aura of pure strength. Interesting, the man yelled, let's see you try taking me down and protecting that girl. The commotion attracted a crowd as passers-by, along with the people from the surrounding shops, came to check out the ruckus. Oi, that kid's picking a fight with Jinrai. The crazed wolf, shouldn't we stop them? He's gonna get himself killed. That bastard Jinrai, after failing the B rank exam, his temper's been flaring up. Quote, damn, so that's how it is. He's gone into a rage after she cold-shouldered him. Aw man, nothing anyone does is gonna stop him now. There's no time for chit-chat now. If an adventurer ends up killing civilians in town, it's gonna be a huge problem. Quick, someone contact the guild. Someone's done that already. Moreover, rather than just talking, why don't you go stop him? What nonsense are you on about? Jinrai might only be ranked C+ on paper, but his strength surpasses even B rank. The only reason why he didn't make it was due to inappropriate conduct during the test, but his strength is the real deal. That's not someone I can take on. Overhearing their conversation, Masayuki's heart filled with a mixture of both hope and despair. Katya, how could she drag that innocent boy into this whole mess? Some bystander whispered. That's right, why me? Masayuki thought to himself. You made up your mind yet? Definitely not. Masayuki was far from making up his mind, but the burly man was running out of patience. With that being said, talk no jutsu was his best bet as of now. The weakest dog barks the loudest. Have you made up your mind? How dare you come bothering me? Masayuki had already resigned himself to getting sent to the other side with just one punch from the guy. He threw out bluffs left and right in a desperate attempt to save his hide. He was frozen with fear just a moment ago. Now, however, his feet had stopped shaking. Quote, we got a badass here. Sure, then I won't hold back. Jinrai glared at Masayuki with a devious smile. Masayuki immediately regretted his decision upon seeing the bloodthirsty look on Jinrai's face. Can I ask you to leave for a moment? All right, Katya responded with enthusiasm. That guy has been ogling at me like a pervert for quite some time. Please teach him a lesson, big bro. Masayuki only told Katya to stand aside so he could plan an escape. Hee. Jinrai's smile deepened. With how things had developed, Masayuki had to utilize his last resort. He'd need to use the chewing gum in his mouth as a distraction and then find a way to turn tail and run. Initiation of heroism, bravery aura, has been confirmed. Effects of unique skill, chosen one, heroic charisma, and heroic action have been realized. As such, the unique skill, chosen one, of individual, Masayuki, has been fully unleashed. Whoa, such an oppressive aura, who are you really? Jinrai, who was brimming with confidence just moments ago, was now covered in cold sweat. Masayuki unconsciously chewed on his gum. He thought chewing gum would calm himself down, but all it did was further intimidate Jinrai. What type of weird sorcery is this? It doesn't matter who you are. Just watch as I slaughter you. After his declaration, Jinrai immediately set himself upon Masayuki. As for Masayuki, he was caught completely off guard. Quote. Confused, Jinrai froze on the spot. He then took a step forward with the intent of striking Masayuki down. Masayuki gawked dumbly at Jinrai's giant fist slowly approaching him right in front of his eyes. Shit, it's over. Whatever I do now is already too late, Masayuki thought to himself as he shut his eyes and ducked his head, attempting to dodge the fist and ease the pain. Yet the worst-case scenario that Masayuki imagined did not happen. Pain began to set in, but it was only limited to a small part of his forehead. He opened his eyes, full of surprise and fear. Before him was a Jinrai, who, for some reason, was sprawled on the ground with his eyes rolled to the back of their sockets. Masayuki mumbled in confusion. Masayuki had no clue what had just happened. The crowd erupted into cheers, drowning out his own voice, much to his surprise. Then, so strong. That guy didn't even move a finger and he defeated Jinrai the crazed wolf. Unbelievable. Did you catch his movement just now? Yeah, he avoided the punch by a hair's breadth and went on to deliver a headbutt to Jinrai. He's no doubt a master of combat. Just who the hell is this kid? The bystanders murmured amongst themselves. In reality, this was the result of Masayuki's unique skill, chosen one, being activated. Hero's Haki, Hero's Blessing, Hero's Charisma, Hero's Charisma. These are the abilities of the unique skill, chosen one. So he is the blonde chosen hero. Oh ho, I've heard of him. Was that the chosen hero that was rather active in the past? I heard he went missing. Could it be that he has been resurrected? The clamoring in the crowd gradually grew louder. The chosen hero. He's the chosen hero. There's no way. But look at those skills. He's definitely the real deal. A- about that. Why, you've got the wrong guy. Masayuki tried to deny in panic, yet his voice was suddenly drowned out by a booming voice erupting next to him. Back down, all of you. How dare you all try to befriend the mighty chosen hero who defeated me in one blow? It was Jinrai, who just moments ago was on the ground, now bellowing at the crowd gathered around them. He then turned to Masayuki and bowed with great respect. I am sorry to have offended you, Jinrai apologized. I didn't know that you were the chosen hero. Hold up, I just said you got the wrong. My name is Jinrai. People around here call me the crazed wolf, and I'm quite the well-known adventurer. But I was too full of myself and I sincerely apologize. Having experienced the truly wonderful techniques of the chosen hero, I realize that I still have much to learn. While I am far from being a master, I still wish that you may take me in as your subordinate. Jinrai bowed even more earnestly. Masayuki was at a complete loss. He didn't know what to do with this bulky man suddenly wishing to become his subordinate either. No, I'm telling you, Masayuki pleaded, I'm not a hero. Oh ho, are you trying to hide your identity? Then how should I address you? And if you're okay with it, could you tell me your name? My name is Masayuki, and just calling me Masayuki is fine. I only recently arrived at this town. I understand, Jinrai nodded with clarity. He squeezed his face next to Masayuki's ear and whispered, Hiro-sama, you've only been revived recently, right? This made Masayuki go, huh, internally at first, but he immediately turned around, realizing that he might be able to exploit Jinrai's misunderstanding. The man looked as if he would take whatever Masayuki said as gospel. And so from that moment on Masayuki no longer denied the chosen hero claim. This would become a painful miscalculation later. Because, at this moment, the chosen hero, the legend of the shining hero Masayuki was about to unfold. It seemed that the young man named Bernie also relied on magic to talk to people. He was a graduate of Ingratiate Academy and an otherworlder under Yuki's protection. Apparently, he could only speak English, having been born in the United States, making communication with Yuki completely impossible. That's when magic came in handy, and ever since then, Bernie became obsessed with magic, hoping to study at the academy. He became an adventurer rather recently, and he was looking for companions. It just so happened that Masayuki's party came along at that time. This was how the three-man squad was formed. And then fourth companion joined the party. It was a girl named Jiwoo. She was a high-level spirit magic user. She came to see them for herself after hearing the rumors about Masayuki. At first, Jiwoo called Masayuki a scumbag that waved around the name of chosen hero. But for some reason, Jiwoo began to worship Masayuki over time. Although Jiwoo had a strange temperament, she turned out to be adept with healing magic, and soon became an integral part of the team. And so, Masayuki and his companions flew up the ranks, kicking ass during martial tournaments and achieving a rank with ease. With the Kingdom of Ingratiate as their base of operations, they joined the ranks of heroes in less than a year. To be continued.